Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm Heidi Kaisen at Hen and Chick Studio in Conrad, Iowa. And I don't know about you, but I am ready for the weekend. I think it is going to be a beautiful weekend, at least here in Iowa. And it just means that spring is coming, or spring is here, I guess, technically. But it's certainly nice to be able to get outside, take a walk, all that kind of jazz when it comes to having spring come. There were a couple things that I wanted to jump in this morning and remind you of, tell you about, so that you could potentially help us. At the beginning of the month, we announced that we're celebrating Jamie's birthday this month with a birthday box that we're putting together for our local food pantry, food shelter, and that way everybody can celebrate their birthday. So behind me we have a sample of what we're trying to do. We've gotten donations of bitty chicks and pillowcases. Thank you, ladies, for sending those to us. We love that. And then we also have a birthday cake mix, frosting, everything that you would need to be able to celebrate a birthday. Because sometimes when you don't have enough money to buy the regular things you need, like milk and bread, that birthdays can kind of get set aside. And we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to celebrate their birthday. And as of today, we're over halfway through over halfway through the month and over halfway to our goal. My goal was $400 so that we could make 20 birthday boxes and feel like they're full of goodies for our food pantry. And as of today, we're at $240, which I thank everyone who has been sending donations. If you are wanting to simply donate money, and that is what you can do, I'm putting up the links so that you can do $5, $10, $20, or whatever combination you feel is appropriate for you. So those links are up there. And Susan, thank you. Yes, I did get new glasses. They need a little adjustment, but I'm getting used to them. So thank you very much. And oh, Carolyn noticed them too. Isn't it funny what people notice? But thank you. I love that. Anyway, we are trying to do birthday boxes. We're going through the end of the month. So we've got plenty of time. March 31st is still a little ways off, another week. And so if you want to make a donation, if you want to do something in kind, like send us a bitty chick or a pillowcase, I had said all along that if you wanted to make something like a receiving blanket, a bitty chick, or a roll it up pillowcase, we certainly have all of those free patterns on our website. If you have not downloaded them, they look like they're $1 here, but remember, they are free, just that the system does not like zero, so we have to put a 1 in there so that when you get to the website, they truly are zero. And just to be clear that the donations that we're getting, 100% of your donation is going straight through to make the purchase of the products. And we'll, of course, let you know how many boxes we do end up with after we get done on March 31st. So certainly wanted, again, to bring all of that to your attention. We'll probably be talking about it again next week to give you a last minute opportunity. But the other thing that I wanted to come today and talk to you about is our All Iowa Shop Hop. I know they're starting to get some excitement out there because the snow is going away, the sun is coming out, the days are longer, and that means that June 1st is not that far away. And the All Iowa Shop Hop is June 1st through July 31st, and you have 2 full months to visit. I believe there's 84 shops. I'm not positive on that. I don't have that number memorized at the moment. But one of the things you're going to want is to get the All Iowa Shop Hop magazine. I will tell you, hands down, worth every penny that it is. It's $11.50. I am taking pre-orders. We have not received them yet. But if you want to reserve your copy, they do go fast, I think, because it's such an awesome resource. I've heard people say they get 2 copies, one for in their car and one for in their sewing room, so that they have all of the numbers and the store hours of all their favorite until June 1st. So if you're wanting to make sure that you get a specific piece or have something that you want, that is something that we want to make sure that you get. So let me grab it here. And hang on, I gotta grab, I should have taken this out before I went on air. So there is a panel that comes with it. The theme is all the Iowa State Fair. Okay, so the panel features the Iowa State Fair and the buildings and things that are on that, on the fairgrounds, that everything we love about the Iowa State Fair. The panel is a 27-inch panel, and so it's $13.99, and it obviously has capability of being cut up in different ways. And I do have limited supply of all of these things just because, again, the fabric is available at every participating shop, but I wanted to make sure you know what we have at our store. Then the fabrics, there are 10 other fabrics, and right now we're selling them in 1-yard cuts or fat quarters. Okay, so, and the scale of these is quite small. So I'm going to just hold that up, and I think you'll be able to get a feel of the size and the scale. It is quite small. This is called the Midway, okay? And it's kind of fun. It's just a fun background. So you can get it in a 1-yard piece or in a fat quarter. I have not cut any of the fat quarters yet. So if all of a sudden today we sell out of a particular 1-yard cut, I still have 1-yard cuts that I can sell that I have not cut into fat quarters but are planning on cutting to fat quarters. So I'm calling this one Fair Buildings because to me it's the different buildings that are on. I see Grandpa's Farm is on there. So again, you can get that in a 1-yard piece or in fat quarters. Grab this. There are 3 words on a color. This is words on cream. So it says things like Pioneer Hall, Grand Concourse, Sheep Barn, Iowa State Fair, of course, is on there. And that is the cream words. So again, let's see here. I apologize. Where did the cream? I may not have those at the moment. We have blue words. I'll show you what it are. They're all on our website. And so there's the blue. And I have a feeling the piece of paper didn't print off. So we have blue. And look at the selvage. I have to say, the selvage is worth buying the yardage for it because it's so dang cute. So dang cute. And then, of course, red words as well. And so there's red words. Okay. And then this one is for all of those campground fans like Jamie. You can get the campground, again, in the 1-yard cut or in fat quarters. And apparently my fabric is sliding right down. And then we've got cows. Again, the scale of these is quite small. So this is the cows. They have pigs and some ducks and a little other animals on there. Again, 1-yard cut or fat quarters. We have horses. They do have dairy cows on there. And again, a pig. I'm calling it the horse piece though. How many Iowa State Fair fans do we have here? Or do you like the State Fair in your state? I mean, Susan, you're from Minnesota. Are you a Minnesota State Fair fan? There is a tree print. So a great, just kind of a background piece. And last but not least, I call this one the attraction piece, because it has things like the horse barn, yield mill, livestock pavilion. It actually says the words of the attractions. So you can, again, get it in a 1-yard cut or in a fat quarter. So all of those are now available. It will look like you would pay shipping, all of that, if that is something that you're interested in. But by all means, it says there on the product, the fabric cannot leave the building until June 1st. So certainly want you to understand and know that. All right. Well, one other thing I just want to touch base today is that it's not very far away from our next Rule the Roost event. Rule the Roost is a public retreat where for 1, 2, or 3 days, you can come and truly enjoy working on your projects, dedicating some time to your project, and spending a little time with some other ladies who enjoy being creative. Sometimes we have scrapbookers, sometimes we have rug hookers, wool applique people. It's a little bit of everything, and whatever you choose to do to be creative on those Rule the Roost days is up to you. We just want you to come and enjoy. So 3 days are available, April 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 5th, I believe, is the date that we do have a meal planned for that. So that's part of the fee on that day, is that you get a full meal at lunch. Otherwise, the other 2 days, you bring your own snack or food, whatever it is that you're interested in doing. So I certainly hope to see lots of you local gals here for the Rule the Roost. Jamie will be actually ruling the roost that particular those particular days. And who knows what she's got planned. I'm sure she's got something creative up her sleeve. But just being together is going to be the best part. All right. So everybody, I hope you have a great Friday, a great weekend. I hope you've got some sewing planned. By all means, jump over onto the Creative Community, our Facebook group, and join in the conversations of what everybody is working on over there. And until the next time, be creative.